How are you doing?
Excellent.
Excellent, right? How many people who did not have a breakfast this morning? Okay, you still feel excellent without a breakfast. Okay, good. Well, you have just watched my video clip. This is the tune to sell myself. Okay? So, but I'm very happy to run through it again with detailed information on this. So this is my commercial name, Francis Hùng, but my full name is Vương Hùng. Okay, so I'm currently a managing director of Freshfield Training and Consulting in Ho Chi Minh City, and before that, I was a former regional director of sales and marketing of AIESEC International. AIESEC International is a service apartment company, and we got 5 properties in Vietnam, 3 in Hanoi and 2 in Ho Chi Minh City, and I was in charge of the sales here. Before AIESEC, I was a director of sales at Princess Annam Resort. Have you ever heard of this resort? It's beautiful in Phan Thiết, okay? And before that, I had 6 years working for Marriott International. Marriott is a hotel company with 2,300 hotels worldwide, and we got property in 80 countries. And during the time of working, I am honored to be Creative Innovation with Iceberg Award by Capital Land. And right now I'm a professional guest speaker for Prudential, British Council, Europe, China and Domestic, International Institution, etc. So over 15 years in the role, I'm doing myself as a salesperson every day. So I got the opportunity to visit, study and work in more than 10 countries. So I hope today I will share with you the differences between doing the sales in Southeast Asia or in Asia or in a Western country. Would you like to learn about that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Do you actually know what you want in life right now? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Some yes, some no. Okay, everyone. Do you want money?
Yes.
A lot of money?
Yes.
What is the number? Specific. How much money do you want? Who want $1 million? Raise your hand. No one? Okay. $500,000. Raise your hand. 1. Okay, great. $100,000. No? So you want money, but you don't know the number. Okay? You just say, I want a lot of money. You want a billionaire. Vietnamese dong billionaire or US dollar billionaire?
US dollars.
Okay. How many people here who want to be a second Bill Gates? Or you just gay, not Bill yet? So you understand the moral of the story? Of course, you don't have to check how reliable this story is, but the point is, this old man is using the sales skill, but it's not my intention to encourage you to apply any line to your sales skill, okay? It's just a funny story. I just want to illustrate it. Okay, so we don't know what we want. We may not have an inspiring vision or motivational personal goals. So that could be the reason why you have not achieved your goal yet, okay? And maybe your goal is not important enough. You want to buy a new motorcycle this year, and you save a lot of money in order to buy a motorcycle in the end of this year. But by the end of the year, maybe you save more than enough to buy a motorcycle, and you want to buy the car. So the motorcycle is not important for you anymore. So that's why you don't want to achieve the goal of buying a motorcycle. So in life, sometimes your goal turn out to be not important anymore, and you don't want to achieve it. You change your direction. Check with one person. Number 3. Number 10. So now, at what number you feel comfortable most? I'd like to interview some. At what number, Mr. Dean?
I always like number 10. To me, it tells you that you really mean business and you're sincere. Yeah.
Okay, number 10. Thank you. And at what number you feel comfortable?
I like number 10.
Number 10.
Yes.
You like it? Okay, so at what number?
Yeah, I like number 5 because it shows that we gentle and also we want to give and also take.
Okay. So what number you feel comfortable?
I like number 6.
Number 6. Thank you. At what number?
Around 7.
7. Great. What number?
I like number 7.
Okay, great. So who like number 1? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. Okay. And how many of you like number 10? Okay. So what happens if the person with number 1 shaking hand with the person number 10? So something to think about it. So you know what happened? I mean, I'm asking for the feeling. The number 10 person, how does he feel? Not respect, not warm enough. The person number 1, how do they feel? Violent. Strength, violent, control. So what is the solution for these two people can shake in hand and they both feel comfortable? Ask the number. They're not playing games, they're doing business. Okay, so in order to have a compromising solution for this, yeah, business expert, I encourage you, if you are number 10, you reduce a little bit to number 7 or 8. And if you are number 1, you move a little bit to 7 or 8. So that both give you the comfortable feeling and you cannot complain about that. Just a little technique in sales, because imagine your customer is the number 10 and you are number 1. And the first impression, you come to visit the office and you offer the hand and you follow your natural habit, natural comfort. And in sales, sometimes we have to adjust ourselves to what we call a business etiquette, which Mr. Dean will share more about it later. Good. So what I'm talking about right now, we have a part 1, change and success. How many people here you want to change your life to the more positive one? Okay. Who want to change your life to the more negative one? For the worse? No, right? But are you willing to change?
Yeah.
I hear only 3 yes. I see 100 people raise their hand, but I hear only 3 yes. Do you want to change your life?
Yes.
Great, thank you. So if you want to change your life as a salesperson, I'm not talking about sales, I'm talking about your life. In Vietnamese, we have a very interesting word called nguy cơ. You understand nguy cơ?
Yes.
Okay, where do you focus? On nguy or cơ? Are you sure? Okay, so opportunities face obstacles. Where do you focus? Without personal energy, you cannot do anything, even be in the sales or whatever you do. You could be a teacher, you could be a businessman, you could be a doctor, you could be whatever. But if you don't have energy, you cannot do anything. So hope, dreams and life, you got a house, beautiful house in Phú Mỹ Hưng, you got your bakery shop after your graduation, you got your wedding in the White Palace. Why not the White House? Oh, okay. So you can have romance in White House too, like Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. Just kidding. Okay, so, and the question is, after you achieve your goal, as you got a house, you got a bakery, what is your life purpose? This is a very important question, because we go step by step. Imagine if you got your house and your Rolls Royce already, what is your life purpose? So your wedding, what is your life purpose? Another wedding?
I would say another White Palace.
Oh, okay. That's good enough. The life purpose is something really big, and it divided into many steps towards your life purpose. Maybe you got a bakery and your life purpose is to serve more cakes to as many people as possible. Okay, you got a beautiful house. Maybe you become a billionaire and you share your success story to everybody so that everybody can get rich, probably. And you got a successful marriage at a white palace wedding reception, and you like to share your story about that. And I really do hope you get a successful marriage. Okay? That's good. Your life purpose is very important, because without the life purpose, everything you do, your activity, your behaviors, you may get confused in your life. If you don't know what to do in the future, you may get confused. You don't focus. We may lose focus. In the previous section, we share about it, right? So, life purpose. Establishing goals and setting priorities for work and life. So this is what I like to share with you. Even you got a life purpose, the balance in your life is very important. What you are doing from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. determine your performance on the following day from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You get me? Okay. What you are doing from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. will decide on the performance of 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if you did not get enough sleep, if you did not have a good time at your family, the following day it may affect to your performance at the company. So as a salesperson, it's critical important for you to be happy, to be fresh on the time, to be energetic. Yes, Dean, you got a point?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So you said what happens between 6 p.m.
to 6 a.m.
6 a.m. determines what happens between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Is it also the other way around? What happens between 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. determines what happens between 6 p.m. and 6 8 a.m. So your work also will affect your private.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you for the extended question, Dean. That's very good point. So he helped me to extend the question.
Enjoy what you're doing in your job.
Yes, you have to enjoy. So, a good point from Dean that it's vice versa. It's exactly the same. This is what we call balance in life. Okay? So if you don't enjoy your work, quit it. And the moment you think, should I change my work? You already make decision in your mind. You should change immediately. When you question yourself, should I change the work? Change it. This is the common way of doing of successful people. They are very determined, they are very courageous to decide in their life. And everybody have to make decisions in their life. And getting control, focus, and learning to say no. In sales, many people say you have to say yes to your customer. But now I'm saying you have to learn the way to say no. What is a no here mean? What does it mean? No means when you got your priorities, when you got your business goal, when you got your life goals, and you have to focus. Absolutely, you have to devote your energy into the goal. When your friend calls you out, hey, can we have a coffee right now? But you are working in a very important project. You must learn how to say no. Okay, because you are a sales executive now and your goal is to be a sales manager. You want promotion and you understand how to say no to the stuff that does not help you to achieve your goal. When talking about time management, some experts will go deeper on this, the way to say no to something not important in your life. How many of you here who go on the internet every day? Internet. How many of you here read the newspaper every day? Okay. What kind of newspaper are you reading?
Channel 14.
Channel 14. What is it about? But what is the content? I'm not familiar.
The content is about kind
Gossip. Okay, cool. Celebrity. Okay. So you read VN Express every day? How you feel about that? Okay. What was the information that VN Express talked about yesterday? Anyone who share?
The security is the worker in Hanoi.
The worker in Hanoi, what? They do what?
The security, you the truck, he's the struggle worker who wants to raise their salary, and the one will die.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So there's a murder in Hanoi yesterday, right? And what other information? When you know about that information, how does it serve you? I mean, in a way you are going towards your goal in life. What is your goal in life?
I has the goal that I would become the CEO of Unilever.
Okay. So between the murder yesterday and the goal to become a CEO of Unilever, is it connected? Okay, no, right? So what is my point? The more you inject yourself with the negative information, it will go to your subconscious mind. And in the field of time management, you understand 99.9% of the information on newspaper is a negative. It's very negative. They're talking about murder. They're talking about rapists. They're talking about someone burned the house. They're talking about chặn xe tang, cướp quan tài, hiếp dâm người quá cố. Why? Because they need to shock people. People love something negative. People love to see someone die. But be careful. The more you are with the negative information, your sensitivity towards the other person will reduce. You become so blurred about others' obstacle, other difficulty. Just like you watch a lot of horror movies. You know horror movies?
Yes.
The more you watch, the stronger horror movie you may need. You say, oh, this is boring. I need something bloody, something really scary. Okay? So, what I'm talking about, becoming smarter activities that develop brain power. This is the technique for you to control the information. I encourage you to read newspaper, but if you have a business goal, you read a business newspaper or magazine. I'm talking about Saigon Tiếp Thị, the shopping, whatsoever, if you have a business goal or management, okay? But if you become an artist, you read the artist magazine, okay? So selective information is one of the activities to contribute to your personal development. And if you are in sales, you read about sales stuff. Train a different approach to the different customer. This is how you control your activities and you fine-tune on the brain. Remember the reptilian, mammalian, and the neocortex is under control. When you standing in front of an upset situation, you know how to control and you understand people. Fine-tune the brain is an easy exercise for increasing. Think about it. And then you may see the solution. Anything you want in life, any problem you have, the best thing the successful people do is they take out the paper and a pen. They write down, they circle it, they find a solution. Don't keep it in your head, because your head will have thousands of thinking ideas every day. Write it down. If you don't use paper, use iPad now. Okay, I'm using iPad. I'm doing marketing for Apple here in Vietnam for free, okay? So with the technology, they give you a lot of interesting stuff for the brainstorming. So use it. That's kind of activity. For the subconscious mind, master or servant, I give you an example of one girl who never want to date. She doesn't want to have a boyfriend because according to her belief, man is not trusted. Even there's a good man out there like me. But she said man is not trusted. And you know what? Every interaction with the people, especially with the opposite sex, she always believed man is not trusted. But one day another friend told her that, okay, I agree with you, man is not trusted, but can you just try to make a date with one man and see how? Okay? And she agreed. She met a gentleman, very handsome, smart, intelligent, and she went on a date with a man. Every day at 6 p.m., every 2 or 3 hours, she sent a text message to the man, what are you doing right now? The man said, well, I'm at the office. Okay, at 3 p.m. she sent a message, what are you doing right now? What's your plan today? She said, I still have meeting with my boss. And 6 p.m., and another message, what time are you coming home today? The man said, well, probably I will have a dinner with my colleagues and then come home around 9 or something. Okay, the following day, the same thing, 3 o'clock, what are you doing? Okay, so after a week, a man find it. How do the man feel? Tired. And another colleague, very attractive girl, went over to his desk and say, well, I'm new here and I need your support. And can you teach me, I'm the internship example, can you teach me something? Okay, and they discuss about business, they work together with a certain project. And important thing, this girl does not send a message to ask him what he is doing. And one day they go out, they hang around. The man with a new girl. They go down to Lê Lợi, center of Saigon, okay? Have a coffee at Terrace or Highland Cafe. And the own girlfriend, she saw the man with another girl. And she come back to her friend and say, like I told you before, man is not trusted. But you did not listen to me. See, now he's going with another girl. You understand my point? So be careful with your subconscious mind, your belief system, because people tend to seek for the information to support their belief. And the question is, your belief is always right or wrong? Always right, exactly. Right or wrong? Sometimes right, sometimes it could be wrong, right? Because you see the thing, you see the world with your own glasses. And maybe the other person don't see in the same way with you. So your belief could be right or could be wrong, depends. But 99.9% of the people believe that their belief is right. And if you believe man is not trusted, for the rest of your life you see untrusted man. Because your behavior, your activity, your thinking, your treatment to the man in the circle of this belief, you don't trust him, and then you will be right. So be careful with your belief of revenue within 3 years. This is not because I'm so talented or I'm what, but I have a skills like positive thinking. Even in the downturn in the year of 2008, when the hospitality business is tough and people don't travel much, economic downturn or recession in America, I don't know. And the shareholders still ask you to do what I want you to do. And I ask myself, why do I get paid? People pay my salary for what? People pay commission for what? For doing my job, not for sharing my skills, right? So when you think this way, you have more courage. You will find a solution. You are more creative. So that's what I want to share. Okay, this is on the technique in the afternoon. You will hear about that. In life needs success, looking after number one, I repeat, health, energy, mental clarity, self-esteem. If you want to be successful in whatever you do, maybe you will become an accountant, example. But this stuff, you must maintain it. It's your prime assets. Only you can control this. Nobody can help you. If you get sick and you know how to go to the good doctor to treat you, only you, your living style will determine on this. Maintaining health, recognizing and reducing self-destructive behavior. What is a self-destructive behavior? It could be when you stay up late, you go to bed at 1, 2 in the morning, you don't get enough sleep because you love the horror movie, and the following day you go to your class and you, what? What is the break time? That's destructive behaviors because your calendar, your plan is not in tune with your life purpose. You, someone disappoint you, or your boss is too tough, you find it the job is too difficult to do it. At 2 o'clock in the morning, you go out, you see people who don't have a house to sleep, who don't have a bed to sleep. They sleep under the bridge in our city. They sleep in the pavement, in the road. And maybe you see many people sleep like that. And you come back, you may think, oh, my boss is, maybe he's not that difficult. Okay? Maybe my job is not difficult because I still have a job to do. Many people don't have a job. They don't have a money. I'm having a job right now. It's just temporary difficulty. Now, let's do it. Then you get more energy. So this is how to maintain your energy. If your boss complains you heavily on the, let's say 6 p.m. before you go home, and you keep that, oh, he's an asshole. And you think maybe I should change my job because he's so difficult. Before you decide it, I encourage you to go out, see poor people, see the unprivileged people, and see how lucky you are. And the following day, your behavior may change. You may come to the office, see your boss, and say, well, I think you are right yesterday. It's my fault. Let me just try to figure out this thing. And I come back to you and then you make your boss happy. And then you get more energy. So it's a very simple stuff. The same apply for salesperson. Salesperson, maybe they got 10 sales calls, but no one agree with the product or service. They just shake their head, no, it's too expensive, no, I don't need it. And you say, maybe the sales job is not right for me. But if you think, okay, today I see this customer and I need 10 no's before 1 yes, then you get more energy. Okay, 2 or 3 customers say no already, and you say, well, I need another servant. Then you get more energy. You don't feel tired. So this is how the technique the salesperson do it. If you think that, and automatically the universe will support for those who are positive, who seeking for positive thing. And it may turn out to be very positive result. Self-imposed limitation, removing personal barriers. This is, I'm talking about the goals. How much do you want? Remember my question previously, I asked how much money do you want? If you don't have a number, it's difficult to achieve. But if you have a number, if you say $100,000, I ask, why not $1 million? So you have no limit. The only limit you is yourself. So you set a limit. So you removing the personal barriers, that means you removing any limits that sets you there. And maybe you are in love with one person and you think this is the only girl that I can marry for the rest of my life. But in the next 3 months, you say, maybe there's another girl. Right? So your goal could be changed at any time. It's not fixed. Be flexible with that. Okay? But I don't encourage you to flexible in changing girlfriend and boyfriend all the time. Okay, just an example. Improving self-esteem. Driven or inspired, which fuels your success. Some people go to work because they are pushed. They are driven. by the policy and procedure. They have to work. And they are not successful because they are driven. Someone asks them to do, then they do that. And some people work because they are inspired. They love what they are doing. They love the boss. They love the vision and mission of the company. They love the business they are doing. Then they are more productive. So identify when you working, you are driven or are you inspired? The tips of salesperson, how to be the good salesperson. You learn something called OBF, which is stand for objective, benefit, and feature. Objective is what customer want. The benefits is what kind of benefit you can offer. And the feature is the capability of your organization can satisfy that customer needs. So the order, objective, benefit, and feature, you cannot change this order. You cannot sell something that you don't know whether the customer like it or not. You don't understand the needs of the customer. So that's called OBF. Always sells what the customer wants. That's very basic sales skill. If you are a student and you're not working right now, you always ask for the money to go out with your friends. You ask from the parents. You have to save yourself before you ask the money from your daddy or your mommy. Daddy or mommy will say, why you need 1 million đồng for what? To Vũng Tàu? No, I don't have money to give you. Then you have to use your sales skill. You said, Daddy, I just finished my tough examination. I feel really stressed now. And the only thing I can release my stress is this trip to Vũng Tàu with my friend. It's really important for me. So you want me to be continue stressful? Or you want me to release my stress? Okay, you ask question. Of course your father say, well, son, I want you to be happy, of course. But some father will say, well, I want that, but 1 million is still too big. Second simple stuff called 3 C's. 3 C's stand for connect, convince, and complete. Connect means you must be connected to your customer, to your prospect before you can convince him. And you must convince him before you can complete the sales. Okay? You cannot convince if you have not connected. You cannot complete if you have not convinced. So 3 C's, connect, convince, and complete. You must learn this process. We will go further in the technique in the afternoon if you study this stuff. Okay? So that's the 3 C's. Sharpen your skill with that. So, see you at the next section, 100 ways to increase your sales, which is not today, another section. I will share the technique with you later. Okay? Thank you for your attention. Thank you. You got that? Okay.
And now you can have a break.